I've spent years telling people that they can't afford a Disney vacation. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Disney is a cheap vacation, because we all know that's not true. But a lot of times we see, people on the internet talk about their vacation and all the things they did. And it sounds great. But then when you go onto like the websites and everything like that, and you try to price out how much this trip would cost, that's why they're coming out with these outrageous numbers. Personalization absolutely matters. Now, for instance, I am vegetarian, and as a vegetarian, someone who has not eaten meat since I was 12 years old, the smell of barbecue actually makes me sick. I would never not suggest eating at these places just because I don't like it. But that's what all these like Facebook groups and like Instagram and the TikTok and the threads and the Reddit, all these things are telling you. They're like, oh no, this is terrible, whatever reason you want to input there. And that's what people are doing for literally everything for Walt Disney World. Should we stay at a deluxe resort? No. Why would you stay at a deluxe resort when you're never going to be in it? You're going to be in the parks all day. Well, not everyone travels that way. Some people like to have the amenities. They like to have the pool. They go for a few hours in the morning. They come back when the crowds are, at its highest and it's very hot, and then they come back later. That deluxe resort is a giant asset to some families, especially if you have maybe older kids who can stay up later because you have those after hours while everyone else is heading back home because the park is closed. You're heading back in because you got those extra 2 hours at the end of the night. That's the one thing that my clients really appreciate, is because I take their budget, their realistic budget, and I find options that match their budget. We will allocate the funds that maybe some people would use for park hoppers to go and do a dessert party, because not only do you get snacky snacks, either before or after the fireworks, you get those special viewing areas where you get, the elbow room. You don't have to stand, in my case, nose to armpit with somebody next to me because I'm only 5'1". I've been a travel agent for a long time now, and I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that there is a package for you. Even if it's not the one that you see on social media, there is one that you can't afford.